Hello everybody and welcome to Dos Latinas. I'm right here at Bonita Productions with my beautiful Sarah Lucero and a wonderful guest today.
We do, and we are so excited to bring you the story of this fantastic lady. Her name is Maria José Escobar. Maria José, thanks so much for being here with us today. Tell us all about your studio, which is called Meztli Conscious Living.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
What is it about?
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here. I am a mindfulness coach and consultant, and I am working with people to help them integrate different tools to help them really live a more present and mindful life. Everything from yoga to meditation to Ayurveda, just helping people piece it all together. There's so much information out there, and I'm here to help everyone just create a plan, whether it's for their business, for their children, for themselves, on how to be more present.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, and I understand that you do a lot of coaching, one-on-one, and then you do a lot of consulting because you do a lot of big groups. So tell me a little bit about the one-on-one. What is it that you most enjoy about the one-on-one coaching?
One-on-one coaching is amazing because I get to really get to know each individual person and their needs. So I get to interview them and ask them, we do questionnaires, everything from how's their digestion going? How can I support and show you how to strengthen your digestion, how to strengthen your overall health, to, hey, where is your energy? How can you better distribute your energy so that you can be in a more grounded and centered place, so you can essentially live your best life, having this openness to a field of infinite possibilities.
How do you find that you have changed people's lives by doing that?
I really get so excited and passionate about the fact that I can help people find the things that they already know, about themselves, but they just need a little bit of guidance. So at the end of the day, it's all about connection, and that's what people want. We all want to be, like I told you the other day, we all want to be seen. We all want to be heard, we all want to be loved. And a lot of that comes from us appreciating ourselves and bringing gratitude into our day-to-day lives. And little by little things start to piece together so that you live this life where you're just in alignment with what the universe, with what God, whatever you want to call it, has for you to support you to achieve all your dreams.
And you get a lot of inspiration from your own son. You have a 3-year-old son.
Yes, I do. He is my biggest teacher. I've learned so much from him. He is very open to always learning, and he meditates. He is very aware of his emotions, and so I started working with people one-on-one after I went through my pregnancy with him, and really noticing how much of a bond I was able to establish with him through mindfulness practices, through meditation, through yoga, through Ayurveda. Mm-hmm. And so I am developing a pregnancy journal to help women create that same bond from the time that they're pregnant, from the time that they have, mm-hmm.
that
first pregnancy test,
mm-hmm.
right, that comes out positive. So yeah, he's been a huge inspiration for
And
sure.
I love the work that you do with teenagers who need a lot of different counseling and help in so many areas.
Yeah. Teenagers often don't get a lot of support. They get very stressed and overwhelmed with tests, with relationships, with figuring themselves out. Teenagers, developmentally, they're still developing, and their brain is still developing, and so a lot of the times we assume that they're adults, right? But the reality of it is they're still learning, and they're still trying to figure out what things work and what things don't. And so teenagers are developing their sense of intuition. That is the energy center that is developing mm-hmm. in your teenage years. And so it's really important to teach them how to use that intuition and how to just be comfortable and happy with the situations, with the lessons that come up for them. So it's all about finding internal peace, internal happiness, internal balance. Mm-hmm. And they're all things that are there. They're readily available. It's just, let me take you by the hand and let's do this. Let's go on this journey together.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Maria Jose, what inspired you to do what you do? Because, I have to say, I take my hat off for people like you, because there are so many people out there in such a need of what you do. And I'm curious, what inspires you?
I mean, we all go through different things that kind of guide us down our path, and I started realizing after I had my son, I started realizing that, certain things were surfacing from my childhood, from situations before that, and so I really felt like I wanted to heal, right? And so through going through that process, I just connected with myself, and I said I want to help other people connect too. So feeling the healing and noticing how much better I feel, even when life is full of, we know it's full of ups, it's full of downs, but we can learn to manage those ups, manage those downs. And I was so inspired because I realized that I can live a way fuller life by just connecting to that source and connecting to my own sense of inner peace. So I just wanted to help other people do the same thing.
So what has been the toughest for you whenever you are dealing, especially with teenagers nowadays? Because right now with the internet being such a powerful weapon that is taking such a control, in our youth, our teenagers today, and now with this homeschooling, now really babies, kiddos, toddlers, teenagers now are forced to be in the internet, because now everything's online. So what has been the toughest for you?
Well, each group is different, but you specified teenagers. So with teens, a lot of the times it's connection, and especially with this generation, like you mentioned, with the cell phones and everything, it does make it more challenging because they think that they have the answers, right? They're like, oh, I got it. I'll just Google it.
Yeah.
But connection is not something that you can get on the internet, regardless of who you're messaging and how connected you are through text. So helping teenagers realize that and the importance of being connected to nature, being connected to their origin, to their root, those things that make them feel safe. That is the most challenging part, but at the same time the most rewarding when they on their own start to realize that through mindfulness practices, through meditation, through yoga, through learning about why certain foods make them react a certain way, why certain practices make them react a certain way. I'm not telling them anything that is out of this world new. I'm just helping them to get to know themselves a little bit better.
And that is important. I relate to that because I have two boys myself. And one thing that I have always done is I have taught those boys to go out there and be active with the nature, to be active with their activities, where they put a few hours a day where they're involved with one another, with their friends. That is so important because that gives them that confidence. What do you think, Sarah? You got children.
I know, I agree, and I wish I'd met you when my boys were 10 and 11. It seems like a really great thing to get your kids involved with. So thank you for doing that. And one thing I am curious about is, what exactly is Ayurveda? That I've always wondered. I've heard about it.
Yeah, and it's one of these topics that is kind of hot right now. Forbes did an article on it. It's been on a few different, I can't remember if it was Glamour magazine. So things start popping up, and so people are curious. So I'm glad you asked. It is a 5,000-year-old healing science, and it really, so right now it's hot to be holistic. So there's holistic science, holistic, medicine, right? What I love about Ayurveda is that it takes this whole natural science to a whole other level, because it is exactly that. It is all based in nature and getting to know how the elements affect our body. So we talk a lot about 5 elements: ether, air, fire, water, and earth, and how those elements come into play in the foods that we eat, in the activities that we take part in our routines, and how by making little changes, it'll help us with anxiety, with depression, with any kind of skin flare-ups that we have. Why is our bodies telling us, hey, red flag? Like getting to know the symptoms and acting based off of how, what the messages our body's trying to give us. So it's a preventative science. And it's been, like I mentioned, it's something that's been going on. It's based in India, and it's been going on they've been practicing it for over 5,000 years. So it really helps to support women's health, children's health, men's health, all of the above.
And everything's important, I love the fact that Maria Jose right now is, working on, from the moment that you know that you're pregnant, from the moment that you know that you've conceived, how to connect, how to have that bond, and I've been following you through social media. And what I most love about you is the time that you're taking, because you really are doing the right thing. Us mommies that we are in the business out there, in the busy world out there, we forget how fast our babies grow. And every day, it's like, it's a precious day whenever you're able to bond, and sometimes we disconnect. A lot of the problems that we're having today is when parents, they don't know when they disconnected, from their children. That's why those children are out there, seeking for other things. And now the biggest thing that they're doing is falling into the internet.
Yeah.
Where that takes them, like you said earlier, oh, I think I know it all because the answer is in the internet. But it really isn't. The answer is, and spending the quality time. I have always learned, because I raised two of my boys, and I can tell you I have two precious boys that you would love, because they are into yoga, they are into inspiring, they are into meditation, they are into what they eat, what they put in their body, what they put in their mind, and they are about their surroundings, to make sure that everyone that surrounds them, is also the kind of people that they can extend their help to them, change their lives, like what you're doing. And I love that, because you're the kind of people that we all need in life. You agree, Sarah? That we all want somebody like Maria Jose that could come here and says, no, wait a minute, we got to balance your life, no matter how busy you are, no matter how many things you have during the day, the balance, the connecting and the bonding with your baby, right here, and having it in your arms, and watching that little baby and toddler and teenager and growing, and next thing you know, they're gone. So I admire that. I've been watching you, I've been following you. Maria Jose is going to be doing some amazing things, because when I sit with her for 8 hours straight, not for 1 minute that we ran about something to talk about, because what she has to share is out of this world. Now, the beauty about Maria Jose, Sarah, is that she's worldwide savvy. She understands the connection of the world, not just one connection. She understands about cultures. She understands about different meditations, and she has done so much research that I say, oh my God, this is the kind of woman that needs to write a book, because you got so much to give, and you're so young.
I know, you've done so much.
Young.
And what I really love, just the whole idea of what journaling does for you. You're creating a journal, as Lorena and I was talking about, but it's becoming more popular, or coming back in style to journal. And I mean, what it does for you, it really helps you reflect on your day, on your goals, whether it's a journal about your health and fitness journey, or if it's a journal about your pregnancy, or if it's they're wonderful to have.
Right. And it is a huge part of connecting with yourself, because sometimes you just got to get it out there. You just got to put it out there and say, hey, this is all the crap that I thought of today, and you can tear it up and throw it away. You know what I mean? It's not, but I mean, and that kind of leads into the meditation, because we want to create space between our thoughts. And a lot of times people think, I have to stop thinking in order to effectively meditate. But you don't have to, you cannot stop thinking. And so it's how to integrate all of these things into your pregnancy. And hey, here's this journal to support you, because guess what? You're going to have thoughts that you don't want to have sometimes. It's okay. We all have them. Thoughts that stress you out, but it's noticing them. How do they make you feel? What qualities do these thoughts have? And bringing that all into awareness. And really, again, you just need someone to sometimes how many magazines do you guys see in racks when you're shopping at HEB, or and you're like, oh, should I buy this one? It says mindfulness, and how do I do it? But it's like sometimes you read so many articles and see so many videos and hear so many stories that it's like, where do I even start? Like, what do I do? Do I go to yoga class? Do I go to a meditation class? Like, what are the chakras?
Yeah.
All
so what
of
do you
the
think?
questions.
What's the best place to start if you had to offer some advice to people who are watching us today? Journal your day and maybe meditate, or what is the best way to start?
I think sometimes for people that are starting to meditate, it can be a little bit overwhelming. So journaling is a really good place to start. I would give 3 little tips for establishing a day-to-day routine is crucial. So something to start your morning. I recommend starting your morning with drinking a little bit of hot water with some, for San Antonio, we're gonna go with lime, a little bit of lime. So it's like a warm lemonade. Helps cleanse the digestive tract, wake up our body. And then journaling, I would include that in the morning just to jot down, hey, these are some things that I'm grateful for, and some things that I am, maybe 3 things that you're grateful for, and 3 things that you are on your to-do list for the day, just to kind of get them out there. And then get some movement, whatever it is, whatever, something to get the body woken up and flowing. It doesn't have to be intense. It can be a very simple yoga practice. It can be a walk, it can be a run, whatever. But movement is crucial to helping. I mean, we all know this, but it's a good first step.
Well, you know what, Sarah? I can guarantee you that I am not going to go to HEB and pick up no magazines, not any magazines, because I have Maria José right here, and I want you to know that I have spent some quality time with her, getting to know her, and just, going through her Instagram and her social media, her website, has been a lot of help for me to understand my 2 precious boys, because my boys are so like you, Maria José, and they're living in Colorado, and so I watch them, and they're so into yoga. I mean, they talk about finding those 3 things in the morning. They wake up, they drink their minerals, and then they're at the gym, they're in movement, and they're out there connecting with earth. And I love that. Every time I want to know where the boys are at, I just go on to the social media and watch them, because I know exactly that I'm going to know what they're doing that moment. So we want to thank you so much for taking the time to come here with Sarah. Sarah, what do you think about all of this?
Well, I love the advice that you have given us and the viewers about how to start being a more balanced and more aware of yourself, and finding that inner beauty, inner power that we all have. But not overdoing it. So thank you for sharing that with us. I think I'm going to start journaling.
Good.
Maybe drinking some hot water with some lime.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
already do the running, so.
Yes, you're clear. You check.
Check that one.
Believe me, Sarah, that's the running.
Yes.
And her cycling and you got to follow her. She's amazing.
Yes, I already did.
Okay, so what message would you give all the viewers out there, Maria José? What is your message coming from a woman like you?
Answers for all of the questions that you have, and you're looking for external validation, they are within you, and you can connect to getting those answers. You're so powerful and so beautiful and so strong, and they're all within you. So just keep looking for that connection.
That's wonderful. So I highly recommend for all the doctors out there that are listening to this beautiful show, Those Latinas, Maria José does a lot of consulting for lots of doctors. Doctors do have lots of patients that are in need for what she specializes in, and also for all the viewers out there. If you want to change your life, if you want to have that bonding with your children, with your teenagers, you want to be able to learn how to be able to connect and how to be able to have a better family balance, well, I believe that Maria José is the answer, because she has done so much in the past few years, where she has learned herself as a mother, because she does have a beautiful little 4-year-old. So she can speak as a mother, she can speak as a woman that has done lots of studies worldwide, and she is right here to help us in whatever our needs are. Right, Sarah?
That's right. And now people can find you very easily by your name, and tell us what
Yes.
your handle is.
So Instagram is a great way. I'm on both Facebook and Instagram as MJ. On Instagram, it's at mj.themindfulmama.
Okay.
And on Facebook, I think it's just my name, Maria José Escobar, or Meztli Conscious Living, I think is my.
Well, I'm going to
Facebook
start
page.
following you.
Yeah, it's fun. I try to put some little tips out there to get people, little tidbits here.
Oh,
and
you
there.
do? Oh,
Yeah.
I love looking for that.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's
it's
going to be
it's all
great.
there.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, we want to thank everyone for following Those Latinas. Thank you so much for all the wonderful emails and all the compliments. And we want to have you right here as a guest, like Maria Jose. So, Maria Jose, what do you think about Those Latinas?
This is amazing. I think it's great to have that connection of womanhood. Y más dos latinas. Que hay mejor que las latinas? No hay mejor.
Y ella es mexicana. Es mexicana.
You may not have guessed it, but she is actually from Mexico
Yes.
City. So she's been in San Antonio for 16 years.
16 years, yeah.
So she's like an adopted Texan.
Yep, I'm adopted.
She is in Dr. Texas. Well, thank you so much for tuning in with Those Latinas, and we will see you again.
Thank you.
See you soon.
Hasta la vista.